Deeper Online.
TikTok logic never ceases to amaze me. Every time I see somebody posting a little situation from TikTok, it never makes any sense. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. Let's get it.
So I haven't shared the story with y'all, or I guess it's a really good, for comments or whatever, see what people think about this. But anyway, so y'all know I'm about to get a divorce, right? But prior to my divorce, I was going on a couples group trip, right? So there was technically like 10 of us in the group chat. Of course, there's hostile drama. As soon as I filed for divorce and other people started to find out about it, and my husband started sending like group messages, and I honestly wasn't gonna say anything to anybody to begin.
Here's what don't make sense to me right off the rip. Why in the world would you sit there and be going through a divorce and try to go on a couples retreat? And if you was already signed up for a couples retreat, why would you get a divorce while y'all waiting to go? That don't make no sense. That's a recipe for disaster.
I mean, he let everybody know immediately. So because we're not working out and I filed for divorce, everybody dipped out on me for the couples trip. Yeah. Now, it would be good for me to be transparent in the fact that most of the people that are going on the group chat are either family or friends, or I just still consider them family because I've known them for as long as I've been with my husband, right? 10 plus years. Now, there are a couple people that I don't know that long, but however, one of them is my son's godfather, and he picked my husband's sides real quick. So he basically sent me a message and was like,
I'm sniffing some pettiness on here. Don't mind me, but I'm sniffing some petty undertones on this one. I know you're not finna sit there and get a little bit upset at your fam because they don't want to go on a couples retreat with a couple that's finna get a divorce. That doesn't make any sense.
Because this, that, and the third or whatever, I don't think it's a good idea. It's more because of the drama between me and my husband that me and my girlfriend don't go on the group trip. So I was like, okay, no worries. And then one of my other friends, her and her husband were like, I guess they decided that it's probably not a good idea. So she sent a message that they weren't going, and also something about it was too close to some other travel or something to do with their kids. I forgot exactly off the top of my head. Then it was another couple who she called me and told me her husband literally said, "Oh, that's my bro. If he ain't going, I ain't going." Okay. Then don't go.
What you thought it was gonna be. That's what real friends do, and this go for guys and girls. You want your friend to be doing that for you. If they not doing that for you, you ain't got no real friend. I ain't gonna hold you.
But guess who's still going on the trip? Me. Yes, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna go and have a good time. So, hotel, still have it. My flight is still booked, and my husband tried to be petty and cancel my flight, but I quickly rebooked that. And then I have like a section at the pool for this pool party, and icing on the cake is that everybody in the group chat agreed to.
Nah, baby, your priorities cooked. If you midway through a divorce, go ahead and get that settled. You shouldn't be, if you can't go on no couples retreat, you still shouldn't be going on no vacation right about now. Go ahead and get that sorted out.
One, spending a certain kind of money to have a party by this pool, and also us renting a 44-foot like a Camus big boat for us to go on, a private boat, and now they all dipped out on me. So who will be like Martha Stewart on the boat? Is me. I don't care if it's just me on the boat eating that fruit plate, the ceviche, and some champagne by myself. Is me. But what do y'all think about that? Good morning.
I ain't gonna hold you. You saw that ship crashing and you still want to get on it. Clearly, they're not comfortable with you and your partner getting a divorce. So instead of working that out, you're gonna force your way in there. Despite the canceled flight, all that, you're gonna force your way in there. Let's see how that goes.
This is part 2 of the couples trip ultimate failure. Now, the common question I'm getting right now, well, it's a 2-part question, is where were we supposed to go and when were we supposed to go? Clearly, I'm still going, so it's a future plan that's still happening. But however, if you want to know where we were going and when we were supposed to going, drop a comment below and I'll let you know where we were going.
What is this? This ain't Disney Channel, nigga. I don't care where y'all was going. Let's get to it. What is you talking about?
Couples trip ultimate failure part 3. So yes, my husband technically booked the flights on our American Express card with a bunch of points that we had. I didn't even go and check like my airline ticket or anything. I'm like, no big deal. We're not going together, but I'm still going. So somebody just told me when I was looking up some stuff to do in the area to look at my flight, right? So I go and look at my flight, and I actually had like a weird little confirmation thing on my app. So when I go inside American Airlines confirmation, I see that my shit is canceled. Immediately, of course, I'm upset, but I'm like, let me just calm down.
Doesn't that make sense though? Even if her husband did cancel it, wouldn't it make sense? Like if I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking that everyone's gone from the trip, why not just go ahead, refund it, save money? If you want to do something with it, go ahead. But I'm sure he probably assumed this wasn't going down. Y'all about to get a divorce.
So I go ask him, I'm like, did you cancel my flight? And he literally was like, yeah, I canceled the reservation. I'm like, why didn't you just cancel your ticket instead of cancel my ticket? So I got my trip credit back and I had to rebook my own flight there, but that's okay. It worked out. Good morning, y'all. So couples trip, ultimate failure, part 4.
You want to know how you know she petty? She got an ultimate failure. She don't got just regular failure. She had to let you know this shit was an ultimate failure. Like,
so why I'm adding this into the part 4 is because it has to do with the trip. So I get from my lawyer, my soon-to-be ex-husband's answer to my petition for divorce. Now, I've had it for a few days, and some of it I've read and some of it I have not read because I'm just like, this is crazy. However, I'm like, let me make the time to make sure I read it through and I'm not in my feelings or angry when I read it, right? Y'all will not believe that this man added the couples trip into his answer for divorce. So my husband has his lawyer basically state in his answer about things that I'm doing since I filed for divorce, right? And of course, one of the things he talks about is since I filed for divorce, that I'm like living lavishly and I paid for a trip to go out of the country. You know, this is what people go wrong when they're mad. They do crazy.
No. Let's not flip that. Y'all could both possibly be mad, but if you're not gonna look in the mirror and say that you ain't been acting mad this whole time and shit, you trying to force the trip even though you're not coming, you being petty about the friends and shit like that. Now, I don't know the context behind it, but this is why you shouldn't bring the internet in on your divorce. You could have kept it at what was going on without even mentioning the divorce or lightly mentioning it. You going into court details and shit, just hush. You're not helping your case.
Okay, because we meaning me and him, booked a couples trip several months ago in advance and paid for it way in advance prior to me filing for divorce. But now he's adding the couples trip into his answer for my petition of divorce. How about that? So now basically I'll have my lawyer respond with receipts, because clearly bank statements, when I booked the trip, how I booked the trip, the who, what, when, where, and why, to make you look stupid or make you look like a liar or that you're just really in your feelings instead of focusing on getting a divorce and moving forward. You're busy trying to still bash things and you're going to use the couples trip? Crazy. Okay, so the couples trip, ultimate failure, part 5.
I'm seeing some things that the guy did wrong, but I want to see at any point in this video, is she going to take self-accountability? That's all I'm waiting on. Before I just come to an ultimate conclusion, yeah, I stole ultimate from you, young nigga. I'm just saying that I need you to go ahead and show me if you're going to take self-accountability, or I can't do that yet.
Y'all will not believe that people are upset that I posted the story online. Now, let me just say this. It's my social media and it's my right. I will post whatever I feel like posting. But I did not specifically give anyone's like government name. But people that do know me personally would know my husband. But a lot of people didn't even know about the group trip, or would you have known exactly who was invited to the group trip unless you were on the group trip? Do you know?
Nah, it's different from this generation than generations before. Now bringing your problems to social media could spread it out to people that shouldn't know your business. So this is totally a good contention. You shouldn't be telling anyone. And if you do tell someone at home. You're putting this on TikTok and it's reached so far that it's on my channel. That's letting you know everything you need to know. Now, if I was going through a divorce, that would already be bad enough. But if the person I got married to and was getting divorced from is posting this online, it makes it worse. It doesn't help anything. What I'm saying is you're putting gasoline on a fire that's already big as shit. You're not helping. You have every right to be upset, but you got to do a little bit better on the execution,
That
baby.
basically,
I can teach you.
A guy called me and said, Why am I talking about him on social media? Again, I'm gonna post whatever I want to post on social media, but I didn't put anyone's names out there. But I still try to have a conversation with him to help him understand that I don't agree with all of our friends not going on to the trip. But then again, he felt. Now I do.
What part aren't you agreeing with? Y'all were getting a divorce on the way to a couples trip, so the other couples that stayed married and work it out don't want to be around that energy. It's that simple. Are you having trouble understanding?
Understand at this point, after I've thought about a lot of things, why people would feel awkward, but more to the story has come out. So of course my husband has called people guilt tripping them or making it awkward, because at the end of the day, these people were friends of mine, like not even just because I met them through my husband, but we share our own relationships at the end of the day. So like I said, I still firmly stand on the fact that I feel like they could have still came to the trip and we could all went as friends. It didn't necessarily need to be a couple's trip. So because he felt awkward, and he did admit to me that there were multiple text messages that were going around within like the group and things that my husband were saying, like, y'all allowed him to guilt trip you into not going to the group. Like, I don't know what else to say, but at this...
She's analyzing this incorrectly. It's not because whatever he did, it's not because he said anything. It's the fact that they all knew that y'all were getting a divorce. Like, you don't have to put this on you, on him. Y'all both agreed to this divorce, so it's on the both of you. Don't stop trying to individualize like it's just him.
But
It's
I
you
still
too.
feel like
You
everybody
filed
could still go and have a good time. I'm just that kind of person. I don't know about other people, but nobody dictates my life. Now, here we are today, and it is a girls' trip, and I'm still going to have a good time. And I'm sorry that they felt like they didn't want to go. But me, like I said, I'm still going. So that's just a little bit update right now of what's going on with the couples trip. It is no longer, yes, a couples trip. However, it is a girls' trip, and that's where we're at.
You know what? Personally, I feel like she just wanted them to come and her mans to come so they could be in that petty energy. You wanted to make them little snarky faces. You wanted to make scenes and shit like that. You wanted to be seen about this shit. And they said no. Shout out to all of them people, them 9 other couples that said hell no, because I would have been one of them.
Ooh. Update on the couples trip, part 6. Okay, so why I'm going to add into the fact of, yes, the whole divorce and what I'm doing right now, because this is actually happening. I'm in this U-Haul truck, right? So I scheduled a time for me to go to my house and collect a few things, personal stuff, just some clothes, some shoes, and some other necessities for my son. Now, I really did want my sonogram pictures, and I will say that because my son is a miracle baby. I am a woman who has suffered from multiple miscarriages, and I never thought I would be able to have a kid, and my sonogram pictures are valuable to me, so I wanted to make sure I got some of those too. Anyway, your girl is here in the U-Haul truck, just trying to get my things, mind my business, and go on my way.
That shit in my fucking...
Do you know my husband called the police on me? Call the police on me because I'm getting things like women's clothes.
No. We're veering off. This has nothing to do with the trip, gang. You this low key like 25% trip. Goddamn 75% you whining about that funky ass marriage y'all got a divorce for. Y'all niggas got stop. I'm about to cut this shit short
stuff,
for you.
My son's things. So embarrassing. Because I hired a guy to come and help me for like 2 hours to help me like take things up and down the stairs. Now, mind you, I'm not taking no furniture or nothing with me. I'm just taking like things that I can like lift or it's not too much. I don't care about the fucking furniture because I can get me new furniture. Do you know that this man proceeded to grab my shoe boxes? I bought this. I bought these my fucking shoes. I'm looking at him like, these are women's shoes. I wish I recorded. The police officer lady was like, he wants the shoes. I can only laugh at this point. Like, after 12 years being with somebody, for them to act like that, sir, your ass hurt mad. Like, you're in there throwing shoe boxes. He kicked the mover guy. Get the
Imagine wasting a decade plus with somebody and this is how you wrap it up. This childish ass shit. Throw the whole shit away. Y'all 12 years, y'all niggas could be goddamn doing whatever bigger than this.
fuck out.
Both of you.
Current update of what's going on and why I'm adding this in as a part, because he also started to scream and yell and say, and you posting all these fucking TikToks. Part 7 to come. Okay, update. Couples trip, ultimate failure, part 8. Now, before I get into the small but big update, for a lot of you who are saying like, oh, she must not have
I got all the parts on the page, so I guess there's just, the numbers are a little bit off.
friends, where's your friends at? I do have friends. Remember, it was a couples trip to begin with. So my single girlfriends, or even the ones that actually are couples or married that weren't invited to begin with, they're not able to attend. So that's neither here or there about my single friend count. Let's get back on topic of why the couples trip was completely sabotaged. So on the most recent update, the one thing I missed, or I should have told y'all, was it's actually about 1,000 people attending this group of activities that's going on in this destination place that we're going to. Now, remember, I was the one that put the group trip together to begin with. It was something that I seen on Instagram and I was like, oh, this would be fun for us to go to. So just because they're not going doesn't mean that I can't go. It has nothing to do with the fact of why would you still go and it's a couple's trip. So now y'all understand that it's not just a regular schmegular couple's trip. Anyway, so in the most recent of events, so that group of events has like 1,000 people that are part of these activities, and there's a group chat on WhatsApp that you get invited to. So my husband proceeds to either go in that group chat, or what I think he has done is he was looking on my social media and seen one girl making some comments on my social media about just, giving me encouragement and things like that. This man proceeds to send this woman messages with screenshots of private emails between me and him, and he doesn't even know this woman.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell.
He does not know this woman.
Wait.
You are going on social media trying to bash me to people that are a part of these.
I almost went back and peeped that. I'm going to go back and get some information on that, but I'm going to let her finish.
Basically group of a weekend trip of like 1,000 or more people. That's how crazy it's getting. So in the group chat, I've even had people message me like, is this your husband? Is this your husband? And I'm like, what? Oh my God. He is literally going on there trying to find anybody that's a part of the group of activities going on to be like, she's crazy, she's bipolar,
Yeah, let's go ahead and cut it there, because that don't got nothing to do with that goddamn trip and your friends not wanting to go and you being upset about it. I get what you're saying, but like I said, 25% the actual issue and 75% shit you need to be telling the marriage counselor or your personal counselor. We don't want to hear none of that shit. Let's keep it a buck. You with somebody for 12 years type shit, expect them to act like this when y'all split up over a couple's trip and you trying to go have your single ladies moment on a trip full of 1,000 people overseas, nigga. Don't let me see no shit like this again, because these some first world problems that y'all niggas could have just got with a counselor about. But shit, I'm gonna react to it because it's the big motherfucking reaper, nigga. You already know what time it is. And with that being said, yes, we get more consistent. I switched the camera view because y'all were like, oh my God, bro, I don't like the small camera. Bro, just tell the truth. You like seeing my face. You better give me a kiss right now, because that's what you wanted to do, nigga. I'm exposing you. Nah, I'm just playing. But that's gonna be the end of the video today, guys. I will be back tomorrow with another video. If you like that, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. That would be great. It's been your boy, the Big Reaper.
Reaper Online.